Assalamu alaikum students, I hope everybody is doing well. So today we are going to do this comprehension passage. Before starting, let's just discuss about what is the meaning of comprehension. So the meaning of comprehension means to understand something, and a passage which means that a paragraph would be given to you, and at the end of the paragraph you would be given with the questions, which means that you would have to read and comprehend the paragraph, and you would have to answer all of those questions what they have asked to you. And what is the method to solve this comprehension paragraph? First of all, read the paragraph carefully and understand that paragraph well, and understand the questions what they have given to you. And third most important thing, answer the question in the same tense in which they have asked you the question. Let's start solving the exercise of comprehension passage. Exercise 1 we have, about 60 years ago, the question of choosing a profession was not taken up seriously. A son generally followed the trade of his father, but nowadays no one take up a trade like one likes. The students who make the right choice of profession are always successful. For the right choice of a profession, there should be some definite aim. The students who do not have any definite aim suffer a lot in the end, as they have a difficulty in finding employment. In choosing a profession, the teacher and the parents play a very important part. The teacher keeps an eye on his pupils. Pupils mean shagird. He studies their habits so he can guide his pupils to the right path of life. So that's the comprehension passage that we have read, and they have given us the questions. Through reading, we understand the context that this paragraph is about choosing the right profession, and a person should have a definite aim in his life, and teachers and parents play an important role in choosing the right path of the life. So let's just read the questions first. It's not necessary that we'll be finding the exact answer from the paragraphs, but we have to modify answer according to ourselves. One thing that we need to keep in mind, that the answer should be in that tense in which they have asked us the question. Question number 1 is, what were the conditions about the choice of a profession 60 years ago? And the answer is this first line, about 60 years ago, the question of choosing a profession was not taken up seriously. Now question number 2 we have, why did the people not choose the profession seriously? The answer is, a son generally followed the trade of his father, but you can modify the answer by yourself. For example, you may give the answer like that, the people did not choose the profession seriously because they generally followed the trade of their father. So the question number 3 we have, can a student of the present times choose his profession freely? So in this question they are asking us our opinion. So we can either say yes or no, it's totally up to us. So I have written my answer as in yes. Yes, a student of the present times choose his profession freely. Question number 4 is, what is the advantage of a right choice of a profession? And the answer is, achievement of success is the advantage of a right choice of a profession. Or you can mold the answer as well by yourself. For example, the advantage of a right choice of a profession is the achievement of success. Question number 5 is, how can a student choose his profession rightly? The answer would be from here, for the right choice of profession, there should be some definite aim for the student or for the person. So that's how a student can choose his profession rightly. Then question number 6 we have, what will be the difficulty of the student who is reading without a definite aim? Obviously, if you are reading without any definite aim, you would not be having success in your work, and in the result you would not be having any employment. So the answer of this question would be, the difficulty of a student who is reading without a definite aim will be from here in finding employment. So the last question we have, how can a teacher help his pupils in making a choice of profession? So answer would be from here. The teacher keeps an eye on his pupil. He studies their habits so he can guide his pupils to the right path of life. And in comprehension passage, we would have to write down only the relevant answer, or you may say that the to the point answer, because through this they are checking our comprehension, how well we comprehend the passage. Now we'll be doing exercise number 2. Let's just quickly read that paragraph. Making pottery on the potter's wheel is called throwing. पोट्री इज मिट्टी के बर्तन, पोटर्स व्हील जहाँ पे मिट्टी के बर्तन जिस व्हील में बनाए जाते हैं, एंड थ्रोइंग उछालना या घड़ना. A thrower is a very skillful workman, but there is another method of shaping articles out of clay, molding. First method is throwing and the second method is molding. A plaster mold is made and the clay is pressed into it. This is a quicker and less difficult way to make things like handles, but all the most beautiful pottery is thrown. When a piece of pottery is taken off the wheel, it is put aside to dry, after which a design may be painted on it with special colors that will stand great heat. It is then ready to be fired. This is done in a large oven or kiln. This piece of pottery are placed in earthenware tubes called saggers so that the flames cannot touch the pots. Earthenware is कच्ची मिट्टी की हल्की आंच पर पकाए हुए बर्तन, और saggers is आछी मिट्टी का सांचा. And the questions are, what is throwing? First of all, we have answer of first question is, making pottery on the potter's wheel is called throwing. Question number 2 is, what is the other method of shaping articles? That we have read is molding over there. So the answer would be, the other method of shaping articles is molding. Question number 3, what is the advantage of molding? So here is the answer. This is a quicker and less difficult way to make things like handles. That is going to be the answer of this question. Question number 4 is, how does the potter make designs on the pieces of pottery? So the answer would be, the potter makes designs on the pieces of pottery with special colors. From here, with special colors. How are the pieces of pottery baked in oven? So answer is from here. This is done in a large oven or kiln. So my dear students, these are the answers what I have marked. But it's not necessary that you are going to mark the same answers, because in this level the examiner is going to check your creativity. So be creative with your answers. Mold them, change them, alter them in your own wording.